Namaskaram everyone. Good evening to all of you. I thought I'll make a quick addition to my first video that I made on Lalita Sahasranamam, on the chanting on Saturday at the Glad Centrum for the Bhumi Puja of the Glad Centrum Shiva temple. So not only is the mantram, which is the sounds which are very powerful of Lalita Sahasranamam, also the imagery of the various forms of Sri Lalita Mahasuttra Sundari also has to be very correctly used. The imagery is very important because, I don't know how many of you know about basic psychology. The psychologists always say that 11-year-old child is our subconscious mind. And that is the one that controls most of the things, especially in crunch situations in our life. Okay, so this subconscious mind can be very easily be changed or manipulated with imagery, with very good imagery. So usually Mahalalita Tribhura Sundari or Rajarajeshwari is always pictured as something like a 25-year-old woman. Okay, very beautiful, very energetic, like how we would have perceived our mother. Okay, when we were, say 5 years of age or 10 years of age, when we had, all this impression about our mother being formed. So like how the mother would have gone about and got everything we wanted. Whatever we wanted, we had no issues. We simply asked. We didn't care whether it is good or bad. We didn't care whether our mother can get it or not. None of that we cared. If we liked something, we said we want it. And most of the time, for most mothers, they always found a way to get it for their child. So the same imagery is what they want to create with Ma Lalita Tribhura Sundari in terms of her physical presence when she came to the earthly plane to destroy Bandasura or to do the Bandasura Madam. So the image is also very important. So there are typically three images in which we can imagine Devi Ma Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari or Rajarajeshwari. One is as what we call as Bala Tribhura Sundari, where she is viewed as an 8-year-old woman. Okay. Then she has another Swarupam of something like a 16-year-old woman, okay, of marriable age. Okay, she is called as Lakinyamba Swarupinye. Okay, so that is the way in which she is described. Okay, and of course the Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari or Rajarajeshwari, she is represented as a 24-25-year-old woman, like the most energetic woman. Okay, the forms that have to be used are different for different types of people. So basically, adult men, when they start, they should start always with the Bala Tribhura Sundari, because the strongest emotion that an adult male has is towards his daughter. Okay, so that is the first form that an adult male should use in terms of praying to the Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari, so that emotion is also working in favor of surrendering to Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari. Okay, once the adult male has gained sufficient bhakti or surrenderance towards the Divine Mother, then they can shift to the normal form of Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari as a 24-25-year-old woman. Okay. Then girls of marriable age should, or who are looking for a nice, good partner in life, should visualize mother as the Lakinyamba Swarupinye, someone who is of that age, who is very energetic, very jovial, very casual, that kind of a woman of 16 years of age, and that's how they should start. And ladies can always start with Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari as the mother, the Divine Mother Swarupam of a 24 or 25-year-old woman. This is the right way to start the Devis. At the end of this video, I will give the images of these people. Again, if you look at the images, the way in which the Devi will be seated is basically the Shiva will be lying down and she will be just sitting almost on top of Shiva, close to the navel. Okay, the reason is that she is called as Chidakni Kunda Sambhuta. Okay, so that means the one who is born out of the Chidakni. Shiva is always called as the Chit or the consciousness, and she is born out of the consciousness, the pit of the fire pit of the consciousness. So she has come out of the fire pit of the consciousness. So she is always seated like that. Then usually our Bhavans and Bhavadis will all be surrounding her. So you will have Bhagavan Sri Mahavishnu, Sri Brahma, again Devi Sri Mahasaraswati and Devi Sri Mahalakshmi will be standing and doing the chamaram, or doing the fan to the Divine Mother. And at the bottom you will have basically Bhagavan Sri Ganesh and Bhagavan Sri Subramanya sitting in the usual form. That is, on the right hand side of the mother will be, or on our left hand side will be Bhagavan Sri Ganesh, and on the right hand side will be Bhagavan Sri Subramanya Swami. Okay, so this is the way in which the parivar of Sri Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari is visualized. And if it is a bigger photo, you will also see many other devatas, like Agni, Indra, all those devatas also present in that picture. Okay, so this is basically, she is the representative to control all the Bhagavans, Bhagavadis, the Devas, Devatis, to give us whatever we want. Okay, so again there is what is called as Nyasam. I will explain what is Nyasam in a later video. So typically when we do any kind of a Veda mantrams or a big stotrams like Vishnu Sahasranamam or Sri Lalita Sahasranamam, we will usually do many kinds of Nyasam. So the simple Nyasam is, we will basically invoke what we are going to do, what kind of forces we are praying to, what kind of Devadas we are praying to, what kind of benefits it will give. So on which Rishi, which Chandas or the poetic meter in which metrical verses in which the Stotram or mantrams are set. Okay, so there are two forms here. So so one form is for the Balai. Okay, so that will go like this: Asya Shri Lalita Sahasranama Divya Stotra Mala Mahamantrascha Vasinyadi Vagdevata. So that Vasinyadi Vagdevata is the one Rushayaha. So Vasinyadi Vagdevata, Rushayaha. So Vasinyadi Vagdevatas are the ones who have given us as rishis this stotram. Then Anushtup Chandaha, it is written in Anushtup Chandaha. Sri Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari Devata. So Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari is the Devata we are praying to. And here the Balai version is Aim Bijam Kleem Saktihi Sau Kilakam. Okay, this Aim Sau Kleem, Aim Kleem Sau is a Balai mantra. Okay, is a Bijakshara mantra for Bala Tribhura Sundari. Okay, so that is how you have to use. So Aim Saktihi, Aim Bijam Kleem Saktihi Sau Kilakam. Okay, and then we will basically what will happen. So basically this stotram will make Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari appear in front of us. Okay, so this is the Balai version of it. The normal version of it will have a slight difference. So we will say Asya Shri Lalita Divya Sahasranama Stotra Mala Mahamantrasya Vasinyadi Vagdevata Rushayaha Anushtup Chandaha Sri Lalita Devat Mahatribhura Sundari Devata, and then you will say like this: Srimad Vak Bhavati Kuteti Bijam Madhya Kuteti Saktihi Sakti Kuteti Kilakam. Okay, so there is a slight difference. So this is the version we have to use if we are going to pray to the mother as the regular form of Sri Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari instead of the Bala Tribhura Sundari. Okay, so mostly we will use the Bala Tribhura Sundari version because she is considered as the much more purer version of the force compared to the Lalita Mahatribhura Sundari. Basically all this Sahasranamam or Ashtautra Namavali and all those things can also be chanted as Namavalis. That means we take one by one each of the Namas instead of singing it as a Stotram or a Slokam. We can sing it as Om Shri Mata Namaha, Om Shri Mata Matre Namaha, Om Shri Maharagni Namaha. Like that, one by one we can instead of saying Shri Mata, Shri Maharagni, Shri Matsimhasaneshwari. So we can take each one of the description of the Divine Mother and chant it as Namaha as a Sahasranama Namavali. If we do that, what we need to do is we need to add 3 Bija mantras before it. Of course, we have to add the Om. So Om is always the Pranava mantra. The sound Om balances our system, ensures that the left and right brain are synchronized. Usually what happens is that most of the time, one of the brain is active for us, okay? So it is not fully in balance. So the Om sound balances the two minds out. Of course, the many mudras also can balance, like our Namaskara mudra, okay? And so Anjali Mudra, we call it, okay? They all balance the left side and the right side of the brain, okay? So we have to start with the Pranava mantra. Aim, Hreem, Shreem, okay? The Aim Bija mantra represents Devi Maha Saraswati, okay? The Hreem Bija mantra represents Devi Ma Durga, but in the form of Bhuvaneshwari. Okay, so basically the one as Mother Earth who is supporting all of us. So she is represented in the Bhuvaneshwari form, and of course Shri, we all of us know, is representing Devi Mahalakshmi here. Okay, so we have to always add this Om, Aim, Aim, Hreem, Shreem, and then we can say Matre Namaha. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shri Matre Namaha. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shri Maharajnyai Namaha. So that is the way, if we are going to chant it as Namavalis, we have to chant it. Okay. People do Archana with the Namavali chanting usually. Kunkuma Archana, flower Archana, whatever Archana they want to do, they can do it with this fashion. Okay, so after the Nyasam is over, typically what we should do is, we should say Om, Aim, Hreem, Shreem, Shri Matre Namaha, and visualize the mother either in the Balai form or the Bala Tripura Sundari form, or in the form of the regular mother, okay, in our visual way, okay, before we start chanting the full Lalita Sahasranama. This is what will give the best benefit. So chant this Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shri Matre Namaha. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shri Matre Namaha. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shri Matre Namaha. Either 3 times, 5 times, 11 times, whatever is the right number of times for you. And visualize the Divine Mother in the photo that I will send, either as a Bala Tripura Sundari or Lalita Mahatripura Sundari or Rajarajeshwari, in the form you're comfortable and where you have the surrenders, and then you start chanting the Lalita Sahasranam after that. Okay, so this will give the full benefit of the Lalita Sahasranam very quickly for all of you. Last, I have a word of a note for many of my friends, who are not this oriented towards chanting shlokams or chanting mantrams and all those kind of things, but who are generally spiritual. Some may even be atheistic in their thinking, but I just want them to bear with some of these things, because I am doing that in the as the opportunity that is arising in terms of the various travel I am doing. So definitely I will give a much more scientific explanation rather than what is colloquially understood as some kind of a devotion of these stotrams. They have far more meaning than just devotion. Actually, the devotion comes later, but first the principles have to be applied. So bear with me. So in a later video, I will in much more detail explain why we are doing all this, what is the scientific reason behind it. So I wish you again all a nice evening. Hope to see all of you in GLAT. Most likely, I will also live stream the chantings that we are planning to do. So I will participate in both the Veda Mantram chantings as well as the Sri Lalita Sahasranam chanting. We wish good luck to the Bhumi Puja ceremony for the Shiva temple in GLAT Center. Thank you.